Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So it's been a busy but enjoyable day today, but now it's time to relax, have a bit of dinner, look at some restaurants and bars, have a couple of drinks, and just have a little chat maybe. So as always, many thanks for watching my videos everybody. If you enjoy watching my videos, please remember to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell for when I upload new videos. This pushes the video out to other people who might be interested in visiting Tenerife and also helps my channel grow. Let's go and have some dinner. We might even be able to have a little look as well. Well, as you can see, there's a bit of a queue. I was warned about this. It's a busy time. I mean, coming early is perhaps the answer. Probably going to be about a 10-minute wait now, and then we'll get seated. And as usual, I'm absolutely starving. So probably not going to be able to film inside the restaurant today, but I can certainly show you what's on my plate. See you shortly. Well, we're nearly there. Hola, buenas noches. Para uno, por favor.
Para uno, sí, señor. ¿Está bien guapo?
Sí, filmando para YouTube.
Ah, YouTube, no,
Sí. So I think I'll be able to get seated. Let's go. Well, I've got a nice quiet table in the conservatory area. It's nice and cool in here as well. Let's go and get some food. Well, here's the starters. I've tried to make it look as presentable as possible, rather than a pile of bricks in a builder's yard. Let's have a closer look. So we've got some cheese, some sort of cabbage, egg, sweet corn, grilled peppers, and 2 lonely prawns. There was a whole bunch of prawns in the bowl, and the guy in front of me decided to take almost all of them. Left 2. Some people. Let's get stuck in and enjoy this. Okay, time for the mains. Quite a nice selection. Not too much of a queue at the mains either. Let's have a closer look, see what we've got. So there's pork chops. I've drizzled a little bit of sweet and sour over the top of that, just to add a little bit of extra flavour. Grilled tomato with cheese. There's canary potatoes. I threw in a spring roll. There's the delicious sprouts. I love sprouts. And some aubergine. Let's get stuck in. I'll tell you what I think. Well, I have to say the food is really good. The pork is nice and tender, not too fatty. Bit of bone in there, obviously. I drizzled a little bit of sweet and sour over it to add an extra dimension. But it's really really nice pieces of pork. Sprouts are delicious. Sprouts are sprouts. I like mine cooked to death, but these are nice. And the grilled aubergine, really nice. Cooked just right. And of course, the canary and potatoes. You must try these. They're really good. If you haven't tried them, give them a go. They often serve them in Mocco sauce, the green and the red. I like the green because the green is basically coriander and garlic. But these are delicious just on their own. Slight hint of saltiness. But I'm going to continue. I'll tell you what I think at the end. Well, I have to say, a really delicious meal. My only complaint, if you can call it a complaint, it could have been a little bit hotter, a couple of degrees. But that's just not the way the Spanish do it. We do at home, you know, everything has to be superheated, and then we wait 10 minutes for the food to cool down before we start eating it. But the quality is fine. As I said in the previous vlog, it's never going to be Michelin star, and the mini monies complain about anything, but that's perfectly adequate. The meat, the vegetables, the sauces, thoroughly enjoyable. It certainly does the trick. I tend to go half board in these hotels because budget wise it makes sense. You know you're going to get a good breakfast, you're going to fill your tummy, you can go out for the day. When you come home, you know you have, well, back to the hotel rather, you know you're going to have a decent meal, which will keep you going throughout the evening. And during the day, lunchtime, all you have to do is buy a little bit of lunch, which you can set your budget
however you want. I mean, my budget for lunch is £20, which is about 23 euros. That includes a drink, so lunch and a drink. To be honest, it never comes to that. It shouldn't. I think it did the first day because I over-ordered. You've probably already seen that vlog. But you can have a decent lunch and a drink for 12 to 15 euros, and that will keep you going till this evening meal. So thoroughly enjoyable. And you know what's coming next? Kev wants a dessert. When I travel, I do enjoy a cheeky dessert in these hotels. They haven't got a massive selection here. If I can, I'll quickly show you. But let's go and sort out some dessert.
Well, it's not too busy, so I'll quickly show you the desserts. What we got here? Pastries, cake, some sweets if you like that sort of thing. Here's some trifles. Not sure what that is. Some jelly, I'll definitely be having some of that. That looks quite nice. Some fruit, of course, some melon. Let's have a look around the other side. I think it's much of the same. Some fresh fruits, of course. That's what I should be having. But the jelly's kind of fresh fruit, isn't it? Some yoghurt. That looks quite nice. Chocolate chunks. Fresh fruit there. More fresh fruit. And some sweets. So not a huge selection, but more than enough. Let me go around and choose something. So yes, Kev's done it again. I've gone for 2 desserts, purely for the purposes of the video, you understand. Let's have a closer look. So we've got some sort of chocolate fudge cake there, that's quite nice. Some jelly, some blancmange with a bit of yoghurt over the top. And a trifle here, which looks quite nice. So let's get stuck in, I'll give you my opinion.
Well, I'm quite impressed with these little desserts. It's more about the flavour and less about the sugar. There's definitely not too much sugar coming through. I've always enjoyed jelly. Really strong lemony flavour, which is really nice. It's a pleasure to be able to eat a dessert that just isn't a sort of smack in the face with sugar. I just don't like that. For me, it's like my Indian food. It's all about, not about the ghee and the sugar. It's about the flavours. And this, even this little cheap little dessert here in a hotel. Chocolate, quite strong chocolate. So I'd say the food here is pretty good. It's nice to really enjoy a dessert, not just eat it because you're being piggish, but to actually enjoy it. And you know, I'm getting some good flavours here, and I am from these desserts. So I'm impressed. Okay. That was nice. And now for the trifle. Let's give it a try. Not sure what it is. Some sort of mousse. Oh. Unusual flavour. Not sure what to make of that. Again, there's some sort of chippings of chocolate and maybe a bit of coconut on top. Maybe mango. A little bit sweeter than the other dessert, which kind of puts me off a bit, but being greedy, I'm going to finish it anyway. Let's try down the bottom. Some sort of sauce down here. An unusual flavour. Not sure. Well, I'll carry on. I'll see you shortly. Well, that was a really enjoyable meal. It's certainly busy in here now. I mean, the food is plentiful. You can go back for first, second, third, fourth, as much as you want. But 3 courses is enough for me. So I feel good now. I feel satisfied. I've had a decent 3-course meal. The queue is going all the way back here now. So a bit hit and miss when to. I think coming earlier might be the trick. But time to walk into the village, have a look at some bars and restaurants, and have a drink. See you shortly. It's funny, isn't it, how one place in the world can remind you of another place in the world. This resort up here in the hills of Porto de la Cruz so reminds me of Playa Serena in Almeria, a place that I absolutely love. There's not a great deal going on there. Let's cross over. It's just such a lovely resort, slightly bigger than Playa Serena. A tree-lined avenue,
with plenty of hotels, good hotels, bars and restaurants. This one does look quite cosy actually. It does look quite nice. Let's have a closer look. It does look nice, but it also looks very empty. This isn't the busiest part of town. This just looks so nice. I'll wander through. A couple of people in there drinking. Really nice. I like it. Might actually come and sit here and have a drink actually. This could be the place. I think it could be the place. Really nice. We get a drink here? I think we will actually. I've been eyeing it up for a couple of nights. Let's get a drink and sit down. And it's equally nice inside as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to get a copyright strike for this, I'm not sure. But I'll take a chance. There's a screen up there, terrific bar. Pool tables, great lighting, really nice little bar. So I'm going to order myself a drink and sit myself down. This is really nice in here, I have to say, well worth a visit. So great ambience, great lovely cold drink, plenty of ice and popcorn, great service, €2.50. You know, in a place like this, with good music playing, it's contemporary, a really good feel here, so I'm pleased I dropped in.
Well, what a great little venue, literally just up from my hotel, the Tenerife Palace. Really lovely, great vibe, quite a young crowd in here. It's just a bit of energy, a bit of vibe, it's just nice. Down the road is very quiet, but there's not much of a vibe. Not much atmosphere, should I say. The vibe is very peaceful down there. But this is so well lit up, it's such lovely lighting. It's just a really good feel. I say, just down the road from my hotel. So, something I thought I'd talk about is people often ask me, what do these trips cost? Well, this is a relatively long trip, 8 days, 7 nights. A lot of my trips are 2 or 3 days, 2 nights, 3 days, especially the domestic trips. I mean, if you're doing one trip a year, as lots of people do, then you know, spend up and have a great time, and you can afford to spend more money. For me, it's not like that because I'm filming for YouTube. Everything's done on a budget. It has to be, otherwise I couldn't possibly do these trips. And I'm not monetized yet, so I'm working very hard to build the channel. So all of these trips are funded by myself. So what did I pay for this trip to Porto de la Cruz, Tenerife, in the north of the island? Well, the total cost for 8 days, 7 nights, return flights from London Gatwick to Tenerife South, and then of course the transfers up to the north of the island, and return transfers back to the airport as well. I mean, one trip would cost you about 80 or 100 euros to get from one end of the island to the other. So I've got return transfers, 23 kilograms of luggage, 4-star hotel. The Tenerife Palace is a 4-star hotel, a very comfortable room, a large room, nice ensuite, great balcony, great position, lovely outlook. I'm half board. Again, half board. I go half board because it's more cost effective. If you want to eat out every night, of course you can eat out every night, but you're going to spend £30 a night, 30 euros, £30, whatever. And if you're going to buy breakfast, you know, that's another 10 euros, 10 quid, whatever. I mean, that alone is about £200 for the week, just for a bit of food. But for me, all I have to do is buy lunch and a drink, and I can budget sensibly for that. So they are 4-star hotel. I'm half board, breakfast and evening meal included. So pretty much all my food's accounted for. There's also drink in the restaurant as well. So you're well fed and well watered. So yeah, the entire cost of the trip was £577. But when you see what I'm getting for that, in a great location up here in the hills, I've been able to walk down to the beach as well. You would have seen that video by now. Absolutely lovely. You've got nothing else to worry about. I can concentrate on filming. I can jump on a bus get here and there, so it's a great location. I'd definitely come back, and I'd highly recommend this part of Porto de la Cruz as well. So yeah, I mean, when you I think the flights come in at about 220 or something, and then it's 350 something for the hotel, I think. That you've got to include the transfers, which I think was about 35 or 45 pounds, which is excellent value. That's return. And then the luggage, you have to add your luggage on. The luggage was about £70 or something to go in the hold. So £577 all in, everything. And I can budget my spending money. So all I've got to do is buy a bit of lunch and a drink, and a few drinks during the day. I use euros for the drinks during the day. For the lunches with a drink, which I budget about £20 a day for a meal, a lunch and a drink, although quite honestly you spend less than that, and I pay for that on my card, on my Apple Pay. Always pay in the local currency. I always pay in euros, and let your bank do the conversion. Your bank will give you a much better rate. So that's the way I do it. So that just gives you an idea of what the trip cost. What have I got coming up? I'm hoping February to do Glasgow, possibly April, Ireland, May, I'm not sure about March. May is my daughter's wedding, and I'm giving her away, not in the UK, I'm giving her away in Cyprus. So that'll be quite an interesting trip, quite a big trip. I've got to give my daughter away. And while I'm out there, of course, I'll be filming for you guys. Don't worry about that. So I'm going to carry on with my drink. Any questions, pop them in the comments down below. And I'll do my best to answer them as honestly and frankly as I can. Okay, I'll see you shortly. Well, I'm going to pop up and get some supplies from the supermarket, a couple of cold drinks for my room, and then crack on with some editing. As always, everybody, thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoy watching my videos, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that little notification bell for when I upload new videos. This pushes the video out to other people who might be interested in visiting Porto de la Cruz, and especially this place. You've got to come here, and also helps my channel grow. Many thanks, guys. See you guys on the next one. Good night.